Good evening. Today is day 22 of the renovation here on Iris Street and the beginning of week number 4. We've dropped another ceiling tonight, and hopefully week 4 is the week where all of the demolition inside the home is complete. Next Thursday, so roughly a week from today, will be Thanksgiving, and the following Friday, hopefully the final dumpster will arrive. It says one more 30 cubic yard dumpster, but we'll have that for 7 days. So that'll be week 5 and a little bit of week 6. So the goal for week 4 is finish getting everything gutted out. You can see I'm still standing on this checkerboard tile floor. Hope to rip that out this week. Any remaining ceiling in the basement, the kitchen in the basement, and after that the basement is done. All we have to do upstairs, drop the ceilings, and the floors aren't as much of a deal because my sister is actually interested in recycling my old wood floors for a project she's doing in her basement. So we have a little bit of flexibility there, but with the skip coming in a little over a week, I think we're in pretty good shape to have everything demoed by then. Behind me, I've got the dust collection system that I've been building for the last couple days. Finally up and running. I've had to make some modifications and I think I'm pretty happy with it. I'll show you how it works in just a second, but a couple of details. I needed to use one of these extension tubes that's really good for the hose part of it for actually vacuuming things up, just to connect the vacuum to the dust hopper. So I'm gonna need to purchase one more extension tube just so I'm not hunched over when I'm vacuuming. Also, I cleaned out the inside of the vacuum really well tonight. In fact, I washed it out because although this was doing a very nice job of picking up the big pieces, all the super fine dust from the drywall was still, a tiny bit of it was still making its way into the vacuum. So I purchased a couple of vacuum bags. They're now in here. And I also blew out the air filter and a surprising amount of dust came out of it. And it just goes to show you how important it is to wear a proper mask during a renovation like this. So, that's all I'd like to say about the dust hopper. I think it's fully up and running. I just did a test on it. So let's see how it works. Well, as you can see, the dust hopper works pretty well. The only thing I'm missing is another extension tube so I'm not hunched over. But apart from that, the filters stay nice and clean. All the debris is going up into the hopper, and it's a nice way to clean up all this mouse poop and dust and little bits of construction debris that are all over. We're gonna call it a night for today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Today we're taking out some tile. Some of them come out easy. Let's see how this one goes. As you can see, some come out pretty easy, others a million pieces. Well, we've got the full crew here today. We just got the tile ripped out. Robbie's taking down ceilings in the back room. And Charlie's been working in the basement, ripping out the kitchen. Next, we're gonna try to rip out the backer board of the kitchen floor. So let's get going. Good evening. We're wrapping up week 4 of the renovation here on Iris Street. Tonight, Charlie's been taking out another ceiling in the small bedroom on the first floor, and I've been working away in the kitchen, taking off these masonry anchors with the angle grinder. We have a skip coming in a few days on Saturday, and we hope to fill it with everything in the home, and we hope it'll all fit. Last time we filled a 30 cubic yard dumpster up to the top. This time we might actually overflow that. We have the basement fully gutted, the upstairs fully gutted. The only thing that still needs to be taken out is a couple bathrooms, one upstairs, one downstairs, as well as the ceilings upstairs. From there, we're gonna be pretty much done with demolition. Hold for a bit of the mechanical stuff, like the electrical wires that we'll rip out and the plumbing that we'll rip out, as well as some flooring. We still haven't decided fully what we're going to do with the hardwood floor, but that is most likely going to come out after this skip, as well as some tiles in the basement that might have asbestos, so we're going to get those tested. Next week, you'll see the final parts of the demolition, and we probably won't get into any construction just yet next week, but we're gonna have a very empty house soon, which means we can start fixing any little underlying problems like cracks in these cinder blocks, as well as, I don't know, we're gonna finally have a proper view of all the roof joists, and we can finalize our plans for which walls we might move, if we'll need to put any footers in the basement, and get our building permit and take it from there. So thanks for joining us for week 4. We will see you next week for the final week of demolition. Let's do a quick walk through the basement. You can see it's almost fully demoed at this point. All the ceilings have been dropped. Charlie did a lot of work down here. We've got the kitchen ripped out and all the cupboards just sitting in the middle here. You can see the remains of the kitchen on this wall. The remaining framing. What used to be the furnace and hot water heater room. Again, all these ceilings have been dropped. These 2 bedrooms are fully demoed. You can see we've got a temporary piece of wood plugging the window that needs to be fixed. And again, everything's nice and open, fully demoed down here. One of the only things that remains is this closet back here. As you can see, it has the plumbing mains. That circle right there is the clean out port, the main plumbing line, and some of the plumbing infrastructure. The one room that still needs demoed down here, as we mentioned, is this bathroom. And while we were demoing the other day, one of the mirrors fell off and exploded, which gave Charlie a good start. Apart from this, the basement is pretty much done.
Hey YouTube, it's your boy Charlie. Currently building my house.